Hello, Michael. Hello, Camilla. Well, first of all, thank you for putting your trust in WindowTreat, and delighted to see you both here. And thanks for agreeing to sharing your experience with other customers.
Pleasure.
Absolutely. Could I kick off by just asking, you've got this beautiful space, and I can see the roof lantern above your heads. And what prompted you to, how you use the space, and what prompted you to invest in a roof lantern blind and bifold door blinds?
Well, we got the extension, our kitchen extension, done a few years ago because we had quite a small, dark kitchen on quite a big family home with 3 young children. So we extended to have some bifold doors on one side and a roof lantern in, which it's transformed our home. It's been fantastic. And for most of the year, it's perfect. But in the summer months, it does get a lot of direct sunlight and it does get quite hot. So after living with it for about a year or two, we decided we need some blinds. And after a first DIY attempt that I did and failed on, we thought we'd get some professionals in to do a proper job. And we looked at the roof lantern first, which is quite a long and narrow roof lantern. So we've got a motorized blind on there that we were looking at options on, and that's been fantastic. We went through various options with your colleague, and we didn't want anything kind of too heavy, but we wanted something that was going to block out a lot of the direct sunlight. So that was our top priority. And the bifold doors, we kind of had some blinds that, as I mentioned, I put up, which we're doing okay, but they weren't ideal. So we've gone for 2 blinds on that, one kind of covering 3 of the panes, and then another one at the end that covers the two extra ones that we sometimes open. And it's been fantastic. We've gone through the summer now. And it's really made it a perfect environment that we spend a lot of time in. So it offers great shade when we need it. And then at the moment, we've got the blinds up and we're just enjoying the daylight. So it's been a perfect solution for us and works very well.
Yeah, and I'm also, I was going to say, I'm looking forward to seeing what it's like over the winter, because one of the other reasons was to see if we can keep some of the heat in more, because this room does get quite chilly. So yeah, fingers crossed its thermal properties will help as well.
Well, it will reduce the heat loss through it, because it's an exceptionally well sealed blind that you've got, and I think it's a blackout fabric as well.
Yeah.
So it'll almost act like a false ceiling above, between you and your roof lantern. Howard, do you recall, if we go back in time to, what prompted you to call WindowTreat out of all the companies that are out there?
I mean, it's always, as always, research is kind of left to me a little bit. I think I'd done a lot of searching online, looking at different costings from other people, had a couple of quotes, but we weren't really in the position at that point, were we, to follow through. And then COVID hit, and all of the changes that happened in that. And then I think because we were in the house a lot more last year, I started looking, and I don't know how I stumbled across you, but I did, and I liked, I think, from what I remember, the guarantee that was offered. I looked at some other testimonials, and there was some positive feedbacks on those. And I must have emailed Chris at some point, and then it all came back very quickly, and he was very thorough, and it all just seemed to work. And from looking at previous quotes I had and your quote, they were both quite comparable and favourable, in fact. So we went with you.
Yeah, it's reassuring that you've done lots of similar things, because we were worried with the size of our roof lantern, which is quite big, that we knew we needed a kind of proper solution. So what you provided, you seem to understand the issue and the challenges and have lots of options available to us, and it was very professionally put together. So we were very keen at that point.
And I remember actually one of the options we'd had from another company was to have a bar across the middle of it, and to have probably two motors, or it coming in from 2 ends, which we weren't keen on at all. And fortunately, the product you provided was just, I think, within a centimetre, but just managed to complete the length that we needed. So that suited us much better. So.
That's fantastic. And what did you think of the installation team?
They were fantastic. They were arrived when they said they would, and they were very clean and tidy. They kept it. They were very respectful of our home, and we got 3 young children running around, and they got on with it, and they were good, very trustworthy. They did a really good job. And what was good was that there were some kind of technical challenges on the installation, and they worked really hard to sort those out, and they made sure it was all working perfectly. And they ran through it with us, so we understood how everything worked. And the end product is fantastic. It works really well, and the team were great.
Yeah, I think for me, I mean, I'm at home a lot, and I've had young children at home with me, and I have to say, Martin, I had no problems about having him in the house at all. He's been absolutely lovely man to have around.
Yes, and I guess you met Henry the Hoover as well on
yes.
where he's almost catching the dust before it's landed on the floor.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the 5-year warranty, is that something you've seen other companies do, where we provide a guarantee for the labour, for the parts, all the parts, and the blind components?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it was quite it's a good length of warranty, but the scope of it was very good as well. As you say, it kind of covered all the various bits that could potentially go wrong. So no, it was good to have the warranty. And these things, you do invest a lot of money in your home, and we want stuff to work. So it was great that it covered that length of time. It's very reassuring, gives us peace of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, we'd never walk away from a job. We want it to be perfect for you. And including for many, many years afterwards, it should work perfectly.
Great.
Finally, can I ask the $1 million question? Would you recommend WindowTreat to friends or family or acquaintances?
Yes, without hesitation.
Yeah, we've had a really positive experience with you, and we're really pleased with the outcome. So absolutely.
Oh, thank you. And it's been a delight to meet you both.
Thank you very much.
And you.